Good morning, everyone. It's Yvonne back to do your bonus read. Oh, Two of Swords. How interesting. That's the card that came out at the end of the What's Cracking read. Definitely decision time, folks. I'm not sure what's going on, but there's decisions all over these cards. Okay, so I'm going to do your weekly reads later on today. I'm a bit pumped about getting back into things. I've been feeling really good. I've lost 12 kilo. If you're in America or UK, I don't think you use kilos, but that's a lot of weight. And I've been to the doctors and I'm in the peak of health. He was absolutely floored by how well I've done. Everything's in order, so I'm here for kicking for a few years yet. Okay, maybe it's the attitude too. I do have a very different attitude. I'm always trying to understand the world differently. I keep my mind very open. I try and accept people, but I won't put up with bad and mean people. I don't do it. Life's too short and I've done it for so many years. I refuse to be a doormat anymore. Okay, beautiful. We're going to use the Pagan Tarot for this reading. And I do have the Fool card coming in here. Now, the Fool card talks a brand new start. It talks about taking a leap of faith. I'm quite interested to see how we go with this now, because I sort of have this feeling it might be a carry-on from What's Cracking here. Behind that we have the Seven of Swords and the Queen of Cups. Interesting. So this is a brand new start, and for me with the Seven of Swords could mean either you've moved away from something that wasn't healthy and you've taken everything with you that you need to move forward, so you've learned your lessons, or it can be that you've moved away from treachery and betrayal. Behind the Seven of Swords, of course, is the Queen of Cups. So some of you may have moved away from a cup sign because of them not being perhaps upfront and honest with you. Now, the Seven of Swords can mean that they just haven't been honest with you about their feelings too. I find that comes up a little bit. So I feel sometimes the Seven of Swords is given a raw deal because it does talk about stealing, sneaking away in the night. It's a very sort of sneaky card. But sometimes people don't talk about how they feel about things. You know, they very withhold certain things and don't tell you the truth. And, you know, in a lot of relationships when we break up, there's no sort of telling each other exactly what went wrong or talking about what went wrong, because you go your separate ways and you leave it there, which is a bit sad really, because you have a lot to learn from that then. You know, what went wrong in the relationship. I'm not saying you have to analyse everything, but I'm just saying in theory it's a really sad thing because you can't learn what you could do differently next time. Unless, of course, you're sure. If you've walked away from a relationship because somebody's done something really bad to you, then obviously you don't want to be talking about it because you know what's happened. The Ace of Swords is coming out here. So after the Fool, this talks about a brand new start. But you're moving forward with much more clarity this time. You really understand your direction. You have a very sharp focus in this one and taking things in hand and moving forward. I love the Ace of Swords. I want to walk forward with that sword. I always feel like when it comes out, it's like being the front runner in battle, you know, not that I'm up for fighting or killing, but that feeling of being all powerful and moving forward with that sword in hand, knowing that you're going to achieve something. Okay, and then we have the Eight of Cups. So you're definitely walking away from something here too. So you're walking to a brand new start, away from something that didn't offer you emotional fulfillment and into something that you have to take a leap of faith with. Okay, so we have the Queen of Cups coming out here. So the Queen of Cups is representative of the water signs. So she can be a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. But more so she's a woman who, or a person who has opened their heart. They show their feelings. They can be often very intuitive. They can be very psychic. But she's ready to share those feelings. She's openly offering those feelings here. That's nice. Okay, and then we have the Nine of Pentacles. So you may be very well single at the moment. It could be that they've become single. Perhaps they've moved away from something themselves. It could be their little mini story at the beginning. Remember, the energies flip-flop here. Okay, and then we have the Nine of Cups. Very nice. So there is a wish coming true here. So if you were wishing on somebody coming in, it looks like they're on their way. Okay, and then we have the Knight of Cups here. The Knight of Cups, yeah. They look very similar, the Knight and the Queen. So this is the Knight of Cups here. So somebody's coming in to offer you love here. There's an offer of love on the table. Okay, and I have the Two of Pentacles. Oh my goodness, it feels like to me I'm getting the same reading. This is about making a decision. This is about tossing things up, trying to decide which way to go. Often two very even ideas or situations, and you're trying to work out which one to take. So you're tossing them up. I'm waiting for your ships to come in. Okay, then we have the Ace of Pentacles. So you're looking for stability here. You're looking for something stable. For those of you who aren't looking for, there's a lot of cups in this reading, unlike the What's Cracking. This reading is, it looks as though it is about love, but it can be about other things as well. Whatever this is, you've got a brand new start here. You look like you've walked away from something and you are taking a risk here. This independence card doesn't necessarily mean you're going from being independent into a relationship. It could be that you're finding your independence through having some sort of offer of money or a job. But you are still tossing up whether to take this offer or not, whether it's a good offer for you or whether it's, you know, something you should not take. Okay, and then we have the Three of Pentacles. So for some of you, this is about work. This is about having a stable job, not having something that's too... There's a worry here, though, that you are committing to something that you're not 100% sure about here. Because I think it offers you stability, and it is definitely something you've wanted here. Okay, and then we have the Judgment card at the end. So for some of you, this can be a second time around, a second time in work, second time at a particular job. Maybe you worked in the same industry before and you're going back to that industry. But this is definitely about moving forward into something here. Okay, so for those of you who are waiting on love to come in, there is a brand new start being offered by someone here. You look like you've walked away from something that didn't serve you. Somebody's not been truthful here. And you've walked away from something. Could have been a water sign, but it seems to be a water sign that's making this offer, this new offer as well. They seem to be much more comfortable with their feelings now here, much more in touch with their feelings. There's definitely wishes coming true and stability here. For those of you who are going into a job, maybe you've left a job behind that didn't serve you here. I can see you going into hermit mode here. So some of you may have left a job behind that was, you know, toxic or not good for you. And you've been offered something new, but for some unknown reason, it's going back to the past. So it's either something you did before. I've got cards everywhere this morning. Something you did before, or it's something that you are returning to. So it could be that someone's offered you a job back from somewhere you've come from. That's for sure here. So you may be moving back into something that you've done before. Okay, so just pull your card from the Guardian Angels deck here. Okay, so we've got the Helper of Action. It says, you're blessed with many wonderful things to do. It would be great if you could take the time to make a plan first, but you probably don't have the time. So just get busy, follow your instincts and have fun. You or someone you meet is very self-assured, capable and enthusiastic and can do anything with a smile. So maybe that's the person who's offering you love or a job. But definitely an offer on here. The Judgment card at the end does tell me, though, that there's some sort of second chance at something here. You're still toying with it, though. Still toying, not really sure. This is a wish come true. So maybe your wish has come in and it's just not in the shape or form that you thought it would be. Have a great day, everyone.